Alright, chat. Time to restart this then. Without the troubleshooting. So yeah, it was time to play this. I was looking forward to this. I can switch it to Dutch if you want the true childhood experience here, but let's not. Let's just keep it in English. Do it, no balls, no cause. So yeah, the game just kind of starts right away. What a rotten way to spend the summer holidays. I can hardly wait to get back to school at Hogwarts. And you just walk around here. Hello, Hedwig. But yeah, the game is a little bit crusty because it is a Game Boy Color game, so excuse me for the pixels.
Game Boy Color came from like 2002.
Yes.
The last game.
Like this is one of the last games that got like released for the Game Boy Color, I believe. Like I'm not sure if anything else got released. Hello. Also, look at that crusty ass Harry portrait. You look so weird. Harry Potter, such an honor it is to meet you at last. Dude, in Swedish? I can't even do Swedish. Thanks. Where are you? Just Dobby the house elf. I can't have a house elf around. My aunt and uncle don't know anything about magic. I'm only here to protect Harry Potter, to warn Harry Potter. How much times can he say his name in like the first minute that he appears? Jesus. To warn me of what? Harry Potter must not return to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. But I have to go back, that's where all my friends are. It has Svenska as an option. I mean, yeah, I know. But I can Swedish, so it's gonna be all of a bit of experience. Also, it is actually kind of impressive that this cartridge held like 8 to 10 different language versions on it. Unless it doesn't take much bytes in space, but it's still impressive. But there is a plot to make the most terrible things happen at Hogwarts. Harry Potter must not put himself in danger. Harry Potter is too important. What are you talking about? Who told you about this? And Dobby has said too much. Dobby must punish himself. Crush head against the wall. Hey, what's going on? Oh no, someone is coming. Please, Harry Potter, heed my warning. Just disappears. I mean, you gotta give it to them. At least they started here in the story and not just dumped you off the Weasley place off at Diagon Alley. Hello, Harry. Ron, you know we're not supposed to use magic outside of school? But this is Dad's car. We didn't enchant it ourselves, so it doesn't count. That's our theory, anyway. You can also barely notice any difference between the twins here. Like the sprite is just a little bit different. We've come to take you home for a visit, and then on to Hogwarts in time for the beginning of the term. Now jump in. And don't forget to bring you what you need for school. And don't forget to take your folio magic with you, Harry. It holds all of your famous witches and wizard cards, and the combinations for using them in magical encounters. You have 2 decks here, but you can only bring 1 with you. I don't think I ever even used those back in the day. No, suitcase. The door is locked, just like it has been all summer. So, wait, you haven't even been getting any food? Man. Look at that crusty ass Hedwig though. Oh god. Alright. As I should follow your magi, you only have 2 decks, but you can only bring 1 with you. Choose which deck you want to bring to Hogwarts with you. I don't think it really mattered that much. Merlin or Morgan Le Fay. Merlin looks like a fucking idiot here, so I'll take Morgan. But yeah, you could trade cards with other people that had the game as well, and you could get a complete collection. You can also just restart when you beat a game, and I think you can get the other deck as well. Though I'm not sure if the cards are saved after you've beaten it. Everything else sticks around though, but I'm not sure if the cards do. Folio Tripilicus. Alright. Look at this menu. Oh right, you also had equipment in this game. I totally forgot about this. This game is really competent for a tie-in game for a movie. I like how Hedwig is just in my inventory. Folios, Magi. I think Broody was the one for enemies. Yeah, I can see the cards here too. You can see which cards you have. But I'm not entirely sure what he did anymore. And yeah, you can trade them with other people if someone else is the game. Alright, Ron, let's get in. Right, that's everything you'll need for Hogwarts. Let's go. And this game even has cutscenes. They really got a lot out of the Game Boy Color's hardware for this game, I think. Oh yes, Crucia's Weasley house. What a ride! Better than a whirly trolley at the carnival. What the fuck is a whirly trolley? We better get back inside before Mum finds out. Let's split it up in case anyone spots us. Right, Ron, why don't you show Harry in? It's not like she's not going to be confused that Harry's suddenly there. Okay, follow me, Harry. No, I'm not going to. I'm going to look around. A Wigan Melt potion. Oh, alright, since everything is localized, I'm gonna have to get used to this again, don't I? No, I want to know what the potion does before I use it, please. There's a lot of stuff to investigate. No, it doesn't let me investigate more though. This is your house? Yes, it's not much. Nonsense, it's wonderful. Now let's sneak in quietly. Then we'll come downstairs in the morning, and they'll say, look who turned in up tonight. I know already. Oh, hello. Oh, no. Oh, hello, Mom. Look at that sprite of her. Bed's empty, no note, car gone. Nobody where you were. We could have been dead in a ditch. But I'm very pleased to see you, Harry. Hello, Mrs. Weasley. This is Ron's sister, Ginny. She's been looking forward to meeting you, Harry. Hello, Ginny. She's definitely singing a lot. She usually does more than make vowel sounds. I think she's just very excited that you're here. It's either HP or stamina restore. That's probably HP, I imagine. Hey, that's how. I don't like that the music does Christy though. Why is it doing that? Reminds me of Randomized Yellow. It also did it there. What a night! We conducted 9 raids for the Ministry. What did you find here? Some extremely odd ferrets, and the usual non-magical items that were illegally enchanted. But nothing like a flying car. Sorry, Dad. The flying car you told me that you only wanted to take apart. The flying car your sons flew across London. Did you really run? Did it run well? How did it handle? Dad doesn't give a fuck. To pick up Harry Potter. Is this what this is? I didn't think you were a Weasley. Glad to meet you at last. I'm glad to meet you too. I would like a bit of breakfast. I would for one. And me. Well, no one ever goes hungry at the Burrow. We'll speak about the car later, in private. Someone's gonna get murdered. How are you guys doing, by the way, chat? Hope you all doing fine today. There's always enchanting things he shouldn't. Some of them are out of the way places around the house. Try not to bother them. Now you will run into them. Arthur wasn't sure if Harry was a Weasley. I mean... Look at the sprite, can you tell the difference? I can't. Come to the table, Harry, and have some breakfast. Where is everyone else? There's like no one else there. Recall the potions being color-coded could definitely be another memory chip. I mean, it's been like a good 20 years since I've played this game. Like, I forgot a lot about it, really. Remember that it's pretty good. Pepper up potion. I mean, probably in the instructions booklet that like... Oh, nice. Famous card. But I just find pumpkin pasties in the chimney. Sure. You were up till 6 AM last night. Yeah, what happened there? I thought you went to bed at 3. Time for bed, Harry. You'll be in one room where you're here. Where's Ron's room? Up the stairs. Can't miss it. Night night. Time to wander around the house. Oh. You? I'm off to bed, Harry. See you in the morning. Okay, so there are encounters here, I believe. Oh, another card. Yeah, there's the encounter cloud. You're in the second floor hallway. I see. Charms. Charm your own cheese. I see. Famous giant slayer killed the giant hangest of Upper Bournemouth. Giant slayer. What's the other one then? Create potion. Okay, so yeah, with certain cards, if you found them, you could like do actions with them, but I don't think I ever use these actions. Wasn't the only one still up at 3 AM, so we just kind of vibed. Only one move, says Kappa. Don't you Kappa me. Alright, so the combat system. You're about to enter a magical encounter and have several options. Spell lets you cast spells. Item allows you to use an item. Card lets you create a card effect. With famous... yeah. And flee lets you attempt to escape from the encounter. Your stamina and magic points are shown in the display to the right. Why are we getting this in game? Instruction manual. Oh my god, why is it glitching? Just from the... okay, just from the effect. Okay, so I start with Vermilius, Verdimilius and Flipendo. Everyone's favorite. Fumos. Yes. Muscus et Nauseam. Not sure what that one did. There's also 3 different levels of spells you can cast. The more you use a spell, you will unlock one of the higher levels. And those, well, deal more damage and stuff. So every enemy has like a different weakness as well. You can, with Informers, you can like register them like some sort of Pokédex basically. And you can read off their weaknesses and stuff. But since I do not have that, yeah, I'll just have to figure it out again. Oh, well, goodbye. This was like a fire spell, I think? Yeah. Oh my god, why is the music so crusty though? Oh, so yeah, this guy is immune to Flipendo, so yeah, I can't really damage him with that. Hello there, Van. Man, this is just a JRPG. Yes, it is. There is no reason this game is just a JRPG, but it is for some reason. So yeah, let's beat some... oh, wait, I'm already running low on mana. Also, Flipendo costs like no points at all. So it's a bit of a catch-all spell, really. But it also deals nothing, apparently, so hey, that's fun. Actually, I might die if this keeps up. Yeah, I think I'm going to run before I end up dying here to a bloody fan. You were unable to escape. Okay, good job, Harry's dead. No, Harry's not dead. You were unable to escape still. Oh god. This is the first room. What is this? There we go. Run away, Harry. Okay, let's just get Ron, I suppose. So we can just team up on the enemies. I wanted to investigate that. The living electric furnace to kill Harry's parents or just a revenge journey. Don't worry about it. Hello Harry, what are you doing in here? I'm looking for Ron's room. Am I close yet? Not far, just across from Fred and George's room. Hello Jenny, don't mind me. Let me raid your cupboards. Card attack combo. Can't even select your bat, man. But yeah, as me pointed out, this is just a JRPG. It's really competent for a movie tie-in. It's weird, but they did a great job with it. You can't miss it. No. I think it was just on the top floor at the end of the hallway, but let me snoop around and find items. Harry, you really ought to get to bed. Now off you go. Harry, nice to see you again. He stays in his bedroom. It's not something you want to hear in the bedroom. Another card. The cards are literally fucking everywhere, aren't they? Hello, Mary. Hello, George? No, I'm Fred. He's George. I'm George, aren't I, Fred? I can never tell us apart. Fred's the name I prefer, so it's the one I answer to. Interesting. Can you tell me where Ron's room is? Right opposite of this one, isn't it, George? It was last time I looked. Not that I actually look very often. Thanks. Not that I look very often. Just like a pile of clothes here. Oh, that picked up something. I'm pretty sure the pumpkin pasties were like HP recovery, weren't they? Oh no, that's spell power. Okay, so the candy restores spells. This is HP then, isn't it? Can't use it now. Oh? What do you mean I can't use it now? Wasn't I damaged? Oh wait, stamina is HP. Oh, for fuck's sake. I guess it's the pepper one that restores mana? Not sure. Yeah, okay, it is. At least I'll know that for later then. It's in the attic. Pumpkin pasties, lovely. Another card. Another card! Oh, so they have an house elf on the no. Was it an house elf? I don't remember. Oh, yikes. Are you a ghost? Ah, chains. Chains? Oh, I'll be going now. I'm terribly sorry to have bothered you. What the fuck was this guy's deal again? You just have like a random ghost in the attic. What is this? Don't worry, Ron. I'm just robbing your stuff. He's a ghoul. Why is he there in the books? I don't remember that. Here you are, Harry. It's a card for your combination for folio triplicus. You can use card combinations to cast special spells during magical encounters. Each combination uses 3 different cards, but remember, any cards that are not rare will burn up when you use them. Not like I'm gonna use them anyway. Pick up all the cards so you can summon Exodia against God. Well, you won't be fighting God in this RPG, that's for sure. They stated as having a ghoul in the attic in the books. It used to hit the pipes and disturb bronze sleep. Oh, I don't remember that. It's also been a very long time since I've read the books. Well, it's certainly been a long day, Harry. I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Oh, good night. Instantly. No god fight fake JRPG. Don't worry about it. He treated it as a pet. Wouldn't you want a ghoul pet? Come on. Hello, Zaza. Since ghouls are usually zombie. Nah, don't worry about it. I would like to recruit Ron to my party so I can actually do something against these enemies and not die, you know? And I can try again. If anything spawns. There we go. Oh, it's a spider. Okay, so this seems to work pretty well on these enemies. I need to be careful on these floors though. Because they do a lot of damage for like random level 1 enemies. Probably just gonna launch spells at himself. Yeah, probably. Oh gosh, that spider took like no damage. But, how about Flipendo? Maybe that works. Not that much more. I'll just keep casting it. Worst case I'll unlock Duo, which is not bad to have. I think the second version turned like a tornado or something. For some reason. Now we get a new level. Strength. Not sure what strength even does in this game because you use magic anyway. Unless it is for magic. No, you also have magic strength, so that's really weird. Also, I'm not sure if I can scan these enemies until later. I don't know. Like I said, it's been a while. Ron, the garden needs denoming. Oh, I remember this. Again, we just denomed it last summer. They won't stay out of the garden forever, you know. Just be glad it's not flubberworms and the cucumbers again. And that's true. It is so hard to tell apart. Is there something I can help with, Ron? Absolutely, it'd be more fun if we didn't do the contest. Let's go out to the garden. So I hope you like gnomes, chat. I'm gonna start throwing hands. I cast fists. Why are the ghoul chains in the pantry? These chains must belong to the ghoul in the attic. He'll be very happy to get these back. Alright, I'll go give him his chains back. Hold on, Ron. Gonna have to play with the ghoul in the attic. Give me a moment. Mostly not even sure what you got for these anymore. Streamer got a gnome. Yeah, they like. For some reason, they really had to include the gnomes in every version of this game. Apparently, you give up chains. Ha-hi! Hey, Chains, hope that cheers you up some. Ha-hi! Look at the face. You found a famous wizard and Mrs. Cards. Thank you! This will be a wonderful addition to my... This will be a nice addition to my collection. I see. I see, he's making memes. Why do you have a chain coal in the attic? Don't worry about it. Don't you have one? Not everyone has one. You're telling me you don't have a cool in the attic? Come on. How can you be so out of it, Van? Or is this some Italian thing? I guess you only have like pasta in the attic. I'm not sure which cards he gave me. But yeah, I don't think I will be able to get this complete unless I go like New Game Plus mode and select the other book, basically. I think that was a thing you could do. Friend cool. Yeah, friend cool. Why am I getting stuck on your garden patch? Can I pick carrots? No? See if there's anything around here. Nope. Basement is better for that kind of stuff. Okay then, sir. Okay then. I'll let you and your feed ghoul to your business. First, we have to catch the little pests. They hide away in holes when they aren't wandering around. When they pop their heads up, out of the holes, grab them. But what do we do with them? I don't want to carry any armful of gnomes around the place. After we've grabbed them, we spin them around and then toss them over the fence as far as we can. But won't that hurt them? No, it just makes them dizzy so they have trouble finding their way back. Let's start. Denome the garden. Move Harry to a gnome, press and hold the control pad. Alright, you had to press it down. I remember this being harder than it looked for some reason. Alright. So yeah, there is a bunch of minigames in this as well. With the best one being a bowling minigame, which is pretty good. Bowling minigames are always good. And two no minigames. First this one and then one where you have to throw them, as he said. I think Ron is getting his ass kicked though. I don't remember what the other minigames are. Quidditch might be one. Great work, Harry. Now we have to spin them around and toss them over the fence. Let's get started. He looks so happy when he says this. To swing the gnome, press the A and B button, pressing repeatedly. To increase the throwing angle, press and hold up on the control pad. To throw, release the control pad. Alright, Ron, show me how it's done. I think he always hits that fence, actually. Oh, this is trash. I remember there being a way to absolutely launch these fuckers, but I don't remember how. Yeah, I just need to get him over that goddamn fence and he flies. I don't think it matters how much you get though. Good job, Ron. Good job. Let's do my best here. What a pro. Don't worry about it. Oh my god, this is awful. Why is it not going? I remember this being a lot easier on the Gameboy itself, for some reason. Hey there, you want a button mash?
Yeah.
Button mash A and B.
A and B.
Yes, A,
Like-
B, A,
like-
B, A, B, yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't think she's getting much further. Well, maybe. Oh, Mario got him over the fence. Good job, Mario.
There you go.
You've yeeted that gnome.
Gaming.
Brilliant! You're natural at this, Harry. We have to invite you back every summer. As long as just gnomes in the garden and not trolls in the tomatoes, I think I'd like to try again. Trolls in the tomatoes? What do you mean, trolls in the tomatoes? Good job in the garden, Harry. If you encounter any creatures that are nastier than gnomes, you should use this Informer spell to learn about their weaknesses and strengths. Alright, there we go. You learned it here. And once you've used Informers to learn about the monster, you can store the information in this book. Yeah, follow your breeding. Thank you, I can wait to use it. Now we go register everything to our Pokedex, I guess. There's already entries in here. Spiritonix Egg Beater, Zephyr Master. I see. A Toaster. Black Widow. I believe some of the entries were just like recallers though. Like these two, I think. But yeah, these are pretty much all the enemies you're gonna see in the game, this entire grid here. I think the Basilisk was also one of them basically, so you have to like scan them at the end or something. Alright, before we go to through the chimney, let's identify these enemies here. Oh, that's totally not an annoying noise. Don't worry about it. Alright, so this one is scanned, and what does it say? Vulnerable to pretty much everything I have right now. No special attacks. From the Electrobuster range with non-magical family, we want a clean house should be without one. I see. I like a spell. It does a lot of damage. I'll just find the enemies in here and add them to that thingy, just for completion's sake, I guess. I didn't get anything from that fight, huh? I see. The flashing on the beginning of the battle screens is pretty bad, though. I don't remember what this does. I think it's gonna make humanoid enemies sick or something, just judging on the name, but... Alright, Egg Beater at it. Toaster can't put me on fire, because why can he? Oh, that noise is atrocious. Jesus. Alright, let's see what these two do. Also pretty much weak against everything. The Toaster must have some resistances. No? I really felt it did like no damage at all when I edited it previously. But weirdly enough, this was one of the most played games I had when I was a kid, and now I don't even remember that much of them anymore. That's weird how the brain does that. What I do remember, however, is that max level Incendio is absolutely broken, so I do want to level that up as soon as I get it. Alright, it leaves the fan enemy and the spider, I suppose. Okay, so not really anything there. Not sure if I can find them on the same floor, however. Oh, well, no, never mind, that's a fan. I think the fan was one of the stronger enemies in the beginning area. Of course, stuff gets easier when you have multiple party members in the beginning. Now it's just Harry taking a beating. Yeah, it only has like one weakness. Hot days I whisked away with the new Zephyr Master electric fan. When did the Harry Potter series take place again? Like in the 80s or the 90s or something? I can remember being thrown off by that because it took like... It wasn't in the current day at least. Okay, now we just have to find that spider. Pretty sure you find the spider somewhere else though, but... Random potion? Sure. Doesn't hurt being at least a little bit leveled up before you continue though. Let's just run. I just want to find a spider really. Then just move on. said I wanted to find a spider, not toasters. Also, how many toasters are running around in this household anyway? Like, jeez. Imagine living in a house. Oh wait, that's a new one. Where all your appliances are just walking around and trying to attack you in the hallway. So it animated this game into a base RPG. Yeah, no idea why they did that. I don't mind that they did though. It was a really good game in the end, but it's an odd choice. I mean, they couldn't do full-on action RPG like they did with the console releases. Well, the big console releases, I should say. Come on, give me that spider. That's a toaster, that's not a spider. You also do not want to find a spider in your toaster, that's also not a good thing to happen. That's an egg beater? No, thank you. That reminds me, I have a toaster here, we actually never use it. Nope. You're unable to escape. Aha. I am going to get my ass beat. I mean, that does have a lot of HP already at this point, really. I always think more of a Zelda clone for Harry Potter. I think some of the console games did that more. I am not going to find that widow, am I? I mean, you don't want to find a widow in your house, but... Also, I didn't know the UK had a problem with black widows. I thought it was only in America that those things ran around. Spooders on a higher floor? Is it really floor dependent? Well, it would make sense that they are like in the attic. This game is doing some funky graphic shit sometimes. Yeah. I think that this might just be emulation issues, however. Oh, these are gold! Oh, no. These are probably a very much higher level, aren't they? 0 damage, good. 11 damage, yeah. Yeah, these guys might be a problem. Tornado. Powerfully modern, the tornado fills your room with the fresh breeze of the ocean. Where did you get that ocean breeze, sir? I just hope I can run the fuck away from these two after this, because otherwise they're going to kick my ass. Yeah. Yeah, you better run away, Harry. Good job. Let me check the other one too, since I did get that one. Executive desk lamp, of course it would be. Idea for lighting desks, but not as in is the Lumos charm. Why do I need to push left and right on that? That's weird. Candies. Eat some pumpkin pasties. Wait, no, that was... Oh, for fuck's sake, did I restore the wrong thing again? Yeah, I did. I'm going to need to get used to these, what these items restore. Oh, hey! Hello there, Nazarene. Fancy meeting you here. Even a desk lamp is executive, but has capitalism done. Don't worry about it. Alright, Nazarene, what are you weak to, and why is it not fire? I think you are weak to fire. A rodent common in houses and barns. I just hope that this is not Ron's pet rat. Alright, rat has been put on fire. Oh, I didn't even see that cloud there. Oh. Goodbye. And hello there. Yeah. I mean, the music in this game isn't too bad for what it is. The boss theme is really good, even. Come on, I just want to see that spider again. Oh, that's a toaster. No, back to grinding levels, I suppose. Where you live? Not necessarily to grind, I just want to fill in the page for that spider. Just for completionism's sake, I suppose. There's a lot of one-time enemies too, I believe. Oh, that's a spider. Scan the spider and run the fuck away. Also, of course, the spider can poison you. And I don't have any antidotes yet, so that would be a bit of a bitch to run into right now. Black Widow. Vulnerable to Flipendo and Incendio. I don't have Incendio yet. Medium-sized spider that can spin a web stronger than steel cable. And they're very poisonous, because that's what Black Widows do. Like, isn't Black Widow one that if you get, like, bitten by one that you have to treat it, otherwise you end up dying? Luckily, these aren't really a thing in Europe, as far as I know. Let me save the game here. This is the only chance we get to use flu powder. It's usually forbidden to students. You try it, Harry. They'll come right after you. Off to Diagon Alley, Harry. Here you go. Flu powder. That's really the English name, huh? Flu powder. I don't think I've learned enough about herbology class to know how to use this flower. It doesn't look very healthy either. Wait a moment, I don't think Harry's ever traveled by flu powder before. Oh dear, if you've never used it before, maybe you shouldn't. Oh, we'll be fine. Flu powder takes from one fireplace to another. Take a pinch, throw it in the fire, and say where you're going. Step in like this. A Diagon Alley? Just disappears. Harry heeded Dobby's warning and didn't return to Hogwarts. However, he died again and chanted Hoover in the Weasley home. Don't worry about it. Make sure you speak clearly when you go there, or you may come out in the wrong fireplace. Diagon Cough Alley. Yeah, you give up flu power. You had that item for like not even a minute. This doesn't look like Diagon Alley to me. I wonder where I am. Somebody's coming. I better hide. Alright, not completely accurate to the movies. The shop owner looks like an absolute jester. Also, what was his name again? Draco's father. Yeah, his portrait also looks kinda... Yeah. Touch nothing, Draco. I'll get the racing broom, I promise you later, when we leave Nocturne Alley. I can't wait to see the look on Potter's face when he sees it. Yeah, look at Draco here. Jesus. Nocturne Alley? This is where the Dark Wizard shops are. Lucius. Right, that's his name, thank you. Look at this guy. What's going on with this one? Ah, Mr. Malfoy, and young Draco too. Welcome to Borgin and Burke's. What might I interest you in today? Nothing more for Borgin. I'm selling, not buying. I have a few objects at home that might cause some embarrassment if the minister should visit. Will you... Whoa, don't glitch out there. Will you call upon me tomorrow in the manor and give me an estimate? Of course, Mr. Malfoy. Good day, Mr. Borgin. Come, Draco. Oh, and a very good day to you, Mr. Malfoy. I believe Harry coughing on the powder was also booked. I think it did happen in the books and in the movie. It was also a book thing, it wasn't in the movie. Well, he did end up in the wrong place in the movie, but I don't really think he coughed that much. Yeah, they had no access to the movie at all, so they had to go over the books here. So there were some differences in this and in the movie as well. Better get out of here. Now, I don't think going the wrong way is a problem here, but yeah, there's like a quotation mark secret passageway here. Some stuff in the back you can loot, I believe. And some of these cards are just like a one-off, and if you don't get them, you're just gonna miss them out forever in your playthrough. It's easy to go with the party, no static, yeah. I mean, it does give us some great things too. Haha. This guy doesn't notice me at all, huh? There's nothing for you here. Boy, there's nothing for you here, boy. Run along. Why does it sometimes glitch out now? A strong boy like yourself will fetch a fine price from the right people. What's this deal-looking ass? You should learn to mind your own business. There's some enemies in here too. I think they were exclusive enemies, weren't they? Oh, that's a big rat. Kinda cool. Actually, these might kick my ass looking at my HP right now. Oh, yeah, that rat is gonna kill me. Yep. Oh, just place your... Okay, hello there, Hagrid. Harry, I come here looking for for flesh-eating slug propellant, and what do I find instead? Hagrid, I got lost. Flu power, I don't even know where I am. This is Nocturnally. You don't want to be seen around here. You best follow me out, this way. Yeah, so if you die, I guess you just get placed out, huh? Here we are, back in Diagon Alley, Harry. It's always an exciting place just before school starts up. Harry, thank goodness, we didn't know where you'd gone. Very responsible. You could have died there, you know, to the giant rats. Don't worry about it. Where did you wind up, lad? I was in Nocturnally. Hagrid found me. Nocturnally, brilliant. You have all the luck, Harry. Luck indeed. If Hagrid hadn't found you, anything could have happened. Well, you're in good hands, Harry, so I'll be off. Might just stop by Gringotts Bank for money to buy supplies. Here's the key to your vault. Why do you have my key? Huh? See you later. Now, why does Hagrid have Harry's key? What is this? Does he steal all the money? Oh no. Hagrid, you bloody thief. I need some money too. Let's go to Gringotts together. Right, that'll be fun. There we go. Ron Weasley joins the group. Finally. You two run along. We're off for a nice glass of butterbeer. Can't go back in there, can I? No, it's just strategically blocked off by crates. Does that count as here though? Does the Potter have his key? No, it does not. Alright. Ron could let us rat attack for some godforsaken reason. You know, the rat pad he had. You know, let's do the rat attack. Sure, why not? Back attack, rat nip. Cut the cheese. Black Death. No. Why is Black Death not the ultimate version of this attack? What is this? Oh wait, this was basically a steal option. Now I remember. Right. Rat attack level 1 could steal items. And definitely this is pedigree by this point, right? No, that's the third movie. That's the third movie. I don't think it ever got brought up before that. I can buy stuff. Antidotes. You know, give me some of those actually. It does some freaking glitching every now and then, huh? The creators of the game? Good question, really. Like, I have no idea if they read the other books that weren't for the movie they were adapting, I suppose. I mean, some creators might have, but I'm not sure if it was a mandate. Did you hear that Gilderoy Lockhart's giving a book signing today? Oh, right, that bastard. Hello, lad. Shopping for school supplies, I suppose. That's a fine boy. Look at this creepy guy. Oh. Look at that portrait. He's creepy. What a handsome boy, but so pale. Did you spend the summer in a cupboard? Oh, if you only knew. I'm a big fan of Milkpub as all Milkberries myself. Excuse me. Also, this is a card shop. It's very interesting. Harry Potter, remember me? Of course, you run the famous Witches and Wizard Club Collectors Club at school. How was your summer? All in all, I'd rather spend it at Hogwarts. Have you heard about the new card combinations? No, I've been a bit out of touch. Well, some of the old ones have been taken out of circulation. Also, there are new card combinations to use when you're in a tight spot. Could really use some new combos. I still remember the Confusion Lunch combination. Worst card combo ever. So when you use the correct 3 cards in a combination, the results are much better and much more useful. I heard you don't have to go to the card collector's room to trade anymore. You can just trade about anywhere. He's referring to the in-game trading thing. That's all good to know. Walking all the way up to the card collector's room on the 5th floor of Hogwarts was exhausting. Something else to tell you, there are secret chests in Hogwarts. You can't open until you collect all the cards in a particular category. So yeah, this is probably referencing to the first game. Because for the first game, or color game, they also made an RPG. Though a little bit less detailed as this one is. Also, Mario has disappeared. You know, famous witches and wizard cards aren't the only things I collect. I also collect football cards too. If I find a card like that, I'll be sure to let you know. Great, I'll be here for a while, but if I'm gone, you can find me when Yeah, you can find me there. Yeah. See you. What the weirdest part is, I know I played this in Dutch, but I do not remember that much of the dialogues really. Why are you selling beans? Give me a card. Doesn't even say which card, huh? He's displaying card 86, but no 69. I see. Of course you would notice that, Van. 68, not 86, for fuck's sake. Yo, I'm just stealing someone's money. Just like randomly in here, don't worry about it. Welcome to Quality Quidditch Supplies, boys. Look at all the chili cannon stuff. They're my favorite Quidditch team. Too bad Mum and Dad can't afford any of it. I'd love to have a team jersey. Sigh. Poor Ronald Weasley. Poor as fuck. Time to flex on him. I think this was one of the better equipments for, you know, I can buy a entire set of those actually. Can't buy anything else for now though. Just going to the shop owner and cares about rooms. Here you go, Ron. A Charlie Cannon's jersey. Super, thanks, Harry. I've got something to give you in return. Here, I have this football card. Where do we know we can turn in that? Oh, mine's got no blankie. I see. Thanks, I didn't know you collect football cards. I don't. I got it from a pack of chewing gum. You could probably trade it in for something at the card shop if you wanted to. Okay, thanks, Ron. So yeah, we actually got to hear that, yeah. Let's equip some stuff. Defense, agility, magic strength, and magic defense. Also just defense. Oh, Ron just immediately equipped it, huh? I see. Charlotte, no, get your mind out of the gutter. Alright. I know he wanted one, I'm not sure what I'm getting for it though. You gave up a football card. This is brilliant, thank you. I actually have something to trade for it. Misprinted Wendelin card. This is a misprinted Wendelin the weird card. You can't use it in the card combo, but it's still pretty rare. What's the misprint? It's saying that she was burned at the stake 118 times. Even she didn't enjoy it as much as that. Who would? I see. So this guy is implying that when you get burned at the stake, they don't die, and some people enjoyed it. Okay. I see. And that is a boy who's full of energy. I ought to be young again. You're bald, sir. Very bald. That's canon. I have a lot of questions about that. It's a fine looking owl you got there. Thank you. Your name is Hedwig. Nothing? I believe Hedwig was famous for being burned at the stake. What? You don't mean the owl, right? You're fleeing for his jumps. I think I remember that, yeah. Still though, it's an interesting implication that people enjoyed being burnt at the stake for some reason. If you see my husband, please tell him I'm going to flourish and bloods. Who the hell are you? Oh, I didn't know the owl was actually named after a witch. The more I learn, huh? Something smells like burnt flute powder. Not just me, don't worry about it. Harry smells of burnt powder. You again? Friendly lad, aren't you? I don't even know you. Yo, it's a gnome! Oh, right. Ron is not smart enough to use an identification spell. Don't worry about it. Ooh, gnome! Harry names after someone in the Year 1 history books. Alright. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've read the books. Garden gnome. And why is he not in the garden? And why is the attic ghoul not in the attic? I did scan the giant rat though. I'll look at that later. Garden gnome, vulnerable to pendulum and fire. A small garden pest, the gnome can be expelled by swinging it in circles and throwing it out of the garden. I see. Generally found in attics and barns, ghouls are kept by many wizard families as pets. I don't know why you want an undead as pet, but sure. Here, try stealing again, Ron. Man, Ron, you're not stealing anything. Okay, put him on fire. Oh, you can also use scabbers once a turn, huh? Or once per combat, it seems. I find the noise that they make when they run off funny. Not really why. Here we get a new level. Also, I'm pretty sure the items actually show up afterwards, don't they? I'm just like robbing all of these shop owners here, don't worry about it. Oh, wait, yes, Steve, what do you charge? There's no charge, it's my duty to heal all who ask. Oh, just a healer. You're completely healed. There, that should feel better. Thanks for the random magic poison, lady. Don't worry about it, chat. Just drinking magic poisons. Random. Given to you by strangers. It's all fine. There must be some more items around here, though. Hey, there we go. Like I said, I'm probably never going to use the card combinations because I don't think I ever did, but it's nice to collect them at least. Don't like it when the music turns crusty, though. Maybe we should try different software for this. Maybe that works better. A crate of purple toads has escaped in the back of my shop, but I have to stay up here for my customers. If anyone goes back there and loads them back into the cages, I'll reward them handsomely. Wait, there weren't any toads there earlier. Oh, toads. Oh, I have to oh, well, I'm just gonna kill it. Oh. Why does this play the boss music? Concern. Very much concerned. Also, this is the same boss music that got used against Malfoy in the PlayStation 1 game, which is interesting. Bullfrog. Special attack stun. A large frog covered in a thick large skin is an undercover. Okay. Just hit it with the other one then. Oh yeah, he doesn't take a lot of damage. Still don't know where the boss music would be playing here, but apparently you lied. The witch burning one was a different one mentioned in book 3, so I guess the developers did actually read that book. Huh. Interesting. I mean, I guess they had the liberty to slip such things in, huh? Oh, Harry's stunned. Nice. Actually, it looks more like Harry's fucking dead, but sure. The one who likes to be burnt is Wendell in the Weird, known to have intentionally let herself being burnt at least 47 times. I think I've remembered that now that you put it like that, yeah. She would be called a weird if she likes being burnt, huh? Well, I'm not kink shaming, but burning is a bit extreme. Alright. Also, this music is really good. But when I said during the PlayStation 1 playthrough that I didn't remember this music from that game, it's probably because I remember it from this game instead. She should go marry a man with a gift for wax play. Oh my, kinky. Of course it's utterly stupid as a risk that they decide, hey, she isn't burning properly, let's chop her head off. Yeah. A little bit of a problem there. Did I recover my... No, of course I did not. I can just go next door and just get like a free full heal. Let's just do that. Instead of chucking poisons. I mean, if you have something against being burnt, they should have something against being drowned. Come on now. Actually, I'm not sure if this actually recovers my magic points too. Okay, it does though. Did frogs respawn though is a problem. Okay, no they didn't. And the other ones are dead too. I just keep using this because I know they're weak to it. Oh, these were real witches, but they avoided dying is kind of a disservice to the ones who died in them. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense that in a universe like this it would get mentioned, but yeah, I also get that you don't want to go in more in depth on it. Oh, great! Now both of them are stunned. Oh. So some of the fights can actually stun lock you if you're really unlucky with some of these. I'm getting all the level ups though. Only 2 more left. Yeah, I can see that, Harry. They're like right in this room. I don't think it's going to be long until Harry learns the second rank of the spell at this rate, huh? I'm using it quite a lot. And he's stunned again. Also, I know that at a certain point in the story, Ron's wand breaks. That actually has in-game effects. Like, I remember some of the spells backfiring on Ron himself, so yeah, at that point he becomes quite unreliable to use, sadly. Well, I think Flipendo might have bypassed it, I'm not sure anymore. But yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about them making that a game mechanic. It's really annoying when the spell just backfires on you. So like only for the beginning of the game he's actually non-handicapped. I think it pretty much happens when you fly into the tree at the beginning, huh? It's weird that of all the games this one has a lot of story integration. Yeah. It's weirdly detailed for what it's supposed to be. Geometry and random hit chance. I mean, other than that, it's fine. Unless you see the 0 damage, then it means that indeed they just don't take any damage. But it actually backfires and damages you, so it's a bit of a problem when it does that. If it's like a rank 3 spell, it might actually just kill you with some bad luck. Okay, that's the last time I can use this. As soon as I get Incendio, I'm probably just going to grind levels so I can just level it up, because Incendio is really good on a specific boss later in the game. Which was a really hard boss fight as well, so I hope to get enough levels before that. As for which boss, well, you'll find it out later. I'm actually trying to think how they implemented the Quidditch game in this, because I know it's a minigame, but I have no bloody idea how it works again. I think you could just like finish that in like 2 seconds when it started though. You remember this level of Flipendo getting really cost effective. Flipendo does get strong, yeah, but it's relatively cheap. Though some enemies just have like resistance against it, so it doesn't help. Thank you for capturing the toads. Here is a famous witches and wizards card for your reward. You give up, purple toad, purple toad. You didn't have to go through all of them manually, come on now. Alright, I'm going to drink another potion and check out the other shops before I go to Gringotts. I get good progress the story, but I'm not doing that really. I'm just fucking around in the shopping district. I actually don't remember what Hermione's special thing was. Like Harry uses cards, Ron uses his rat. I'm not sure what she did. It wouldn't be weird if she didn't do anything and just had like a passive increase to magic. Would be in character at least. So, you're close at the moment. I've locked myself silly. I see. Why do you have a picture frame of a volcano hanging in your... Okay, no, I'm not gonna question it. Is it Mario? Actually, it looks like Luigi. Okay, so we've got another combination. Let's see. Alter enemy. Conjure snack. Dancing flames? White light. Blinding white light scares away the enemy. I think you could see which cards were special actually, because if they are rare, I think they have like a different frame or something. Which is a different color, I'm not sure. I've actually got a lot of cards already, don't I? Helga Hufflepuff, I see. Albus Dumbledore. Fancy meeting you here. Okay, I don't see any difference in the cards yet. Also, I should save, it's been a while. I mean, I don't think something bad is gonna happen here, but I should frequently save. This is too in-depth for a game we call a licensed game. Indeed. This is probably one of the better RPGs that no one has ever played, because it's just like a tie-in game. It's really absurd. Like, at first I was upset that my dad gave me this game instead of the Game Boy Advance version because he was a cheap bastard, but learning that the Game Boy Advance game was just like a puzzle game instead of like a full-fledged RPG, I actually take that back. I was glad I got this in hindsight. I didn't have Final Fantasy as a kid, but I did have this, so... I haven't played the famous RPGs, but I have played RPGs when I was a kid. I'd like to purchase my second year books, please. You can't buy your books now. Maybe we should go to Gringotts and make a withdrawal. You telling me I'm poor? You're a Japanese game protagonist, Harry. I know that the Game Boy Advance one for the third movie was also really in depth because I have that. My mom went to Turkey on vacation and got like back with like 10 or so bootleg games. All of them worked perfectly fine except the third Harry Potter game for the Game Boy Advance. The game works fine, but it doesn't let you save, so I can't ever finish that game unless I do it in one sitting. I'll probably end up streaming that one after I'm done with this though, because I really want to find out how that went. But it was also really solid. It was a goblin philosopher who said, "Money is the root of all happiness." I need to screenshot this. It's, how do we do that? I need to send that to Oxy because, yeah, that's probably something she would say too. Please take a number and I'll be to you as soon as I've finished counting these stacks of money. Good old goblins with the money. You again, boy. It's a bit suspicious you nosing around the bank all day. I'll be keeping an eye on you. Late one, but one saving grace of the Salem Trails was the media heavily sensationalized it. It left some mostly hanging, which is still awful. Yeah, Salem was one of a mess, wasn't it? Jesus. Why are you quoting the other guy? Please take an... Okay, so they just all repeat their dialogue, huh? If you want to withdraw some money, talk to Griphook, not me. Now over you. I like how just... Harry just stands there and Ron just morphs out of him. Yes. Hello, Griphook. We're here to collect some money for school. Where are your keys? The keys Hagrid conveniently gave me. Everything is in order. Follow me, and please keep your hands inside the cart at all while it's moving. Cars are such a fuss when they're bitten off. Bitten off? What do you mean bitten off? What's going on in these minds? Jesus. Follow me, please. We use a secret corridor that will take you directly to the vaults. Or you can not follow him and find extra stuff. Dragons in the mines, we know already. I don't think the dragons are as deep as the normal banks, though, are they? I thought the dragons were on a deeper level. You should make the floor even more. You should make the floors even more even here. I trip every time I visit. Wait for us. We better try to catch up to Griphook. I'm not sure we can find our vaults on our own. Well, you lost him now, so. Also, I have no idea what the hell these things are supposed to be. They're just like holes. Anyway, I'm obviously just going to go the wrong way so I can, like, find more stuff. Don't believe Griphook was in book 2, though. No, I don't think he was either. Actually, I don't think in the book they actually go to Gringotts at all, do they? In the second one. I know they skip over it in the movie, at least. At least I think they skipped over it in the movie. I'm really not sure. It's been like 20 years since I've read the books. Like, I think I started reading the books when the third one was out, just like right before the fourth one happened. And then I got like a bunch for my birthday and stuff like that. I think it just briefly grabs money there. Might be. Probably, So you can say that the whole Gringotts section here is basically just for the game, yeah. Now I wonder what the names are of some of these items that I find in Dutch again. Oh wait, it's a bat. I try to commit robbery, Ron. Okay, what's the bat weak do? A fruit bat? A flying mammal with a keen hearing and sense of smell, generally poor eyesight. Dependent on fire. What are you? Oh, the giant rat. A large rodent common in houses and barns. I don't think rats that size are very common though. Like, they're just as fucking big as Harry and Ron are. Like, I know they're kids in this still, but I don't think they're that big. The rats, I mean. Because this is some big fucking rats then. I also remember the third level of Flipendo being an AoE spell. Basically hitting everything on field. There's like 3 enemies at max though, so... Still, that's handy. It's handy. I think it says it at the end of combat if like a spell levels up though. Another card. Take that. Oh, green bats. And green rats. Oh, those can poison me, can't they? But... Let's find out. It's good that I picked up some antidotes, but... A mortis bat! I see. Mortis. Flying mammal with a keen sense of smell. Nasty but more gonna bring daylight. Special attacks poison. Wait, what was it weak to? Okay. Alright, Ron, kill the rats. And the bats. Well, Ron's poisoned. Actually, it looks like he's about to barf even. Did Ron just skip a turn? Well, the rat is probably weak to the same stuff as the other one is. A plague rat? Light and smelly type of rat. Why do you have to call it smelly? Even the normal ones aren't smelly. Poison. There's actually some different weaknesses to it. Take care of those bats though.
Yeah. I want to lay down a little bit.
Oh, you're not feeling well.
I'm just really tired.
Can you get me again a turkey before that? Okay.
You can wake me up when you're done streaming. Then want to shower.
Okay. Literally just deathbed. I mean, I'm pretty sure the names are different in English too. Or in Dutch. But I really do not remember them. Alright, I'm doubly poisoned. That's lovely. Put the rat on fire, please. Also, I'm not sure if poison stayed after battle or not. Oh, what do you mean? Ron, for fuck's sake. Ron is very badly poisoned here because the poison just bloody stacks. No, Ron is triple poisoned at this rate. He's doing very well. Ground pepper poison, ground. I can already see what you have here. Revive poison, anti-paralysis potion. Alright, she's ended out. Thank you, dear. Ron feels better. Press any button to continue. And he's poisoned again. Man. He's better being rude. It's actually quite tanky too. I wonder if I can still leave the Gringotts just to get that healing potion at this point. Or well, the nurse lady. Also, I have no idea what happens if we die in here. Save game. Let's see if I can actually go out. Or if I'm stuck in here. Okay, I can go out of here. Oh. Wait, why is he back in the minecart now? That doesn't make any sense. He ran off. Maybe I should invest in some more antidotes as well, anyway. Might be a good idea. It was like the second store on top. I do wish that he could run though, because he's not as fast. Time to grind Pringles for loot. Not specifically, but I do want to find all the dead ends, I suppose, to see what they have. Give me 3 of these. Don't want to blow all of my money on antidotes though. I'm just not sure if it dispels itself or not. I'm just getting spawned on here though. I mean, that is a bank over there, but it's probably not one we can enter, huh? This isn't my fault, I guess I have to keep looking. Just normal bats and rats. Alright. Was that even making out some? I don't remember. It was. Where's the giant rat though? Alright. I want to get a vertimillion stew though, so I'm going to use that on the rat here. At least the big rat doesn't do anything dangerous, other than just attack very hard. Wait, no, wrong one. Did Vermilius ever get mentioned anywhere else? Because I don't remember the spell. Hell, I'm also wondering what the Fumo spell is, just because of the name. Probably something smoky though. Actually, now I think about it. This might well just be like a runaway spell, I think. I'm not sure what this one did anymore. I have no idea what most of these did, even. I think this reduced damage from enemies or something? Well, we'll find out later, I suppose, when I unlock them. Oh, oops. But when we get to Hogwarts, Hermione will join the party, so we have like 3 members as well. Which spreads out the damage you take a little bit more. For one, I want to get Flipendo at least, because if he's gonna damage himself, it might as well be a bit of free spell, right? Not that he blows all his men on it. How long have I been going now? Just over an hour. Yeah, I forgot a little mess at the beginning of the stream. I'm still kind of upset that the bot is not doing his bloody job though. Or maybe just kick the bot and just do it manually at this rate. Poison rats? No, poison bats? No thank you. Nope, not in the mood for that. I wonder what's in this vault, since it isn't mine. I guess I'll never know. Okay, Abby. Oh! Oh, that's a big ass cloud. That's a boss. Oh no. I'm concerned. I don't want to walk into that. I guess I need to recover some MP for you, huh? It's weird how they call it SP, because it's stamina, not just like HP. Like, come on. Then again, HP might be confusing because, yes, Harry Potter, haha. But... oh fuck, it's the 112. That's the stuff I need. There we go. I do want to find that boss though, so it's gonna be funny, I imagine. I don't remember what the boss is down here. Maybe it's a troll. Or just another giant rat or something like that. An even bigger rat, if you will. I'm not sure if you have to scan the bosses for the portfolio. Can you decrucify already, music, please? Thank you. I'm just staying crusty. God damn it. How we level up? Very meal is level 2 learned. Okay, that's good. Ron, how are you doing? Wait, what is with the... what is with that smug pose, Ron? What is this? Give him some of those. Wait, no, those restored, there we go. Calling his health very Harry Potter would make sense too. I mean, I suppose, but... still. Why does this not allow the enemy have to spawn in front of the boss? I'll just wait until he spawns, but... alright, what's this boss here? Oh, it's a knight in armor! Oh, he petrifies me. Concern. Like, I fully expected a troll or something. Not an armor. Ooh. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Ronald, you fool. You cannot even find out what he's weak to. Because you're fucking Ronald. Oh, 1 HP. Nice. Why am I calling Ron Ronald? Oh, well, whatever. Donald McWeasley. Footman. Resistance to fire and incendio. Alright, sure. Suit of armor possessed by a ghoul, a ghost, or a spectre. Well, I guess 30 milli is the only thing you can take damage to. I don't have Flipendo, but ooh. That is a crit. Alright. Hey, I know this spell animation. Since it's based on the book instead of the movie, maybe Ron will actually get to be better in that case. This is Ron you are talking about, come on now. Is he just secretly weak to that, or is he just getting a lot of crits in a row here? Well, that boss was a joke. Here we level up, Ron leveled up. Let's see what's this way though. Oh wait, did he just disappear in a fucking dead end? And did I end up going the right way by accident? That's funny. Don't have to investigate that dead end though. Just to see if there's any items over there. I know my own fault when I see it, and this definitely isn't it. Okay. No need to get sassy, Harry. No need to get sassy. This is Harry Potter, not Sassy Potter. Come on now. I tried to avoid that. No, I'm poisoned. Yeah, put your rat on fire. You put the rat on fire too. I want that rat gone. Ron, why is that rat still here? I thought I told you to put it on fire. I do wonder what the amount of usages is before a spell upgrades. There has to be a lot at least. Also, Ron looks rather pissed off in that profile picture, doesn't he? Like, he looks so unamused. Look at that. Like, really, Harry? We're dealing with this bullshit in Gringotts because you got lost? Like, thanks, Harry. Much appreciated. Alright, there we go. Ron leveled up. Scab has learned a new trick. Ratnip. Whatever the hell that does. Can't imagine how Ron feels he doesn't even have any money to get. True. First you show off that you have money, Harry, and then you get fucking lost in Gringotts. Come on. Oh wait, it's not a ghoul. Alright, what does this do? Oh, that just deals damage and stuns the enemy? Alright, alright. Alright, sure. And Harry's going to pick up all the loot they find. Yeah. Do have to feel bad for Ron. Why are there just ghouls running around down here anyway? You want to have Ron some reliable form of attack when one breaks after all. You know? That's a fair point. Anyway, Ron knows Flipendo 2 now. Oh. Oh, goddammit. I didn't want to do that. This must be it. I'll try the key. Yes, found it. Come on, Harry. Wow, this is nice. All the money Ron has. 75 sickles. There, that should do it. Well, it's not your fault, Harry. His bank is empty, Chad. He picked up all his money. He only has like 75 coins. Man. Being Ron is suffering. Alright, let me see that Flipendo 2 though. I think this was just a twister or something. Oh yeah, it is. Actually, I think you could do something funny with that. That they... Like, you saw the enemy move up there. I think that you can make it so that they just like come up from the bottom of the screen at some point. You know, good old screen wrapping. Did you really have to spawn on him? It's just rude, you know. Hello there, Freddy. Reminded you know one's got 7 galleons, I only need one soon. I don't think he ever got one, did he? Yeah, this is like really well animated because this is like one of the last games that ever got made for the Game Boy Color. So they really pushed the system to its limits with it. And it looks really good too for what it does. Mr. Potter, will you find your vault down to the right-hand valway? It's kind of weird, I already fought a boss in here. Like, is there another boss? It's another rat. Attack the rat or with rat? There we go. Then put the rat on fire. It just works. I do wonder if the rat damage scales, because if it's only going to do 20 damage, it's going to be annoying. I don't even think Ron got like a replacement wand, did he? I think he just got like a hand-me-down from someone in the third movie. So I'm pretty sure they replaced it at some point. But I'm also pretty sure that he didn't get a new one. Well, Harry's out of MP right now, so... We're actually doing Flipendo 2 soon as well, huh? Harry leveled up. Yeah, okay, so this is MP back. Well, of course you only get... Ron, you are glitching the fuck up right there, aren't you? Try not to look at the portrait, dying. Oh dear. Here we are, Ron. You don't have to come in if you don't want to. I might as well go in with you. I'm not sure if I want to stay out in this corridor on my own. Well, okay. Poor Harry trying to be considerate. Blimey, Harry, you got a fortune in here. Really, it's not mine. I mean, it is mine, but it was my mum and dad's. I can only take enough for school. Don't be impressed at how much money you've got, Harry. We're friends, and that's all that matters. Harry doesn't... Ron doesn't care. I think so too. He only picks up 3 coins. You get 300 sickles. No boy. Now let's get out of here and into the shops. Alright, so I need to get the books at least. Oh no, Gripbook's gone. Suppose we'll have to find a way out on our own. It's not like it's too hard to find your way out here. Also, Harry is nice enough to give Ron money if it's needed, I believe. Can't really think of an example, but I'm pretty sure he did it at least. Or has Harry been an asshole? I don't remember. Alright, put him on fire. Try to rat at him. I want more of the rat levels. Yeah, I'm starting to think there's only deals like 20 on the set level, huh? Let's get out of this place. Oh wait, I went too far. One more encounter for the way out there. I need to get Familiar's rank 2, so let's just keep using that. I like how the bed just kinda hangs out mid-air. Let's do Flip Banner to finish it off, actually. Like, I think you also had like an encounter as a boss fight with the tree when you crash into it. Not sure though. Like I said, it's really been like 20 years since I've played this. Thanks for your banking with Gringotts. You can come visit us anytime you're in Diagon Alley. Thanks, Gripbook. See you next school year. Just wanders off. You know, a cash point wouldn't do this place any harm. Yeah, it really wouldn't, would it? Everyone who wants to withdraw money has to like fight their way through hordes of rats. So we had to buy books, I believe, but I want to investigate this place some more. Because I can now buy rope belts as well. Give me 3 of those? And give me a rope. I'm just buying items for when Hermione shows up and I can give her item as well. Belt? Well, just 1 point of defense, huh? Alright. Well, everything adds up. What does the rope even do? Defense and magic defense. I think the Quidditch jersey is better in that case. Oh well. Hermione's gonna get the rope and she's gonna be happy with it. Okay, so there isn't anything you can buy here. You just need to get the books done at the end of the hallway here. More like alleyway, not hallway, but sure. You know what I mean. Yes, heal me up. I'm going to save before I enter the bookstore though, because I believe there's some dialogue happening there. I don't remember seeing you. Gilderoy Lockhart is my idol. I've read every one of his books 5 times. Oh, poor you. I really want to meet him, but I'm much too shy. What do we have here? Oh wait, that's a purple bat. That is like the 3rd variant of bat I'm fine. Oh, Ron just murdered that rat with rat. I see. Okay, how is the purple bat called? Oh, just bat. Alright. A flying mammal with a keen hearing and sense of smell. Well, he's gonna get murdered, isn't he? Yeah. Murder. Harry did nothing in this fight, it was all wrong. I can't believe it's really him, he's even more handsome than in the pictures. I've always enjoyed the cookbook section here. Bookends, I've never enchanted bookends, still be next. Just stop enchanting everything, please. You're causing trouble for everyone. Hello, your second year books will cost 50 sickles. Purchase now? Yes. Thank you for your visit, Mr. Potter. No, I don't think those books even do anything. You just have to buy them here to progress the plot. That's it, I believe. Oh, Hagrid is back. Hello again, Harry. Hello, Hagrid. What are you here for? Gilderoy Lockhart himself is here to sign his new book, Magical Me. Lockhart wrote most of the books on my school list this year. I wonder why. Look, there he is, Gilderoy Lockhart. I hated this guy. He's such a smug bastard. Look at this portrait. Look at that smile. I want to punch him. Harry Potter. How historic for us to meet at last. What a better moment could it be to announce that I am taking post as teacher of defense of the against the dark arts at Hogwarts. Historic. Huh. You'd think Potter had done something worth remembering. Leave him alone, Draco. Looks like Potter got himself a girlfriend. Oh, I haven't. I mean, no, she isn't. I mean, mind your own business, Malfoy. I think maybe I heard Dad calling me. I'll just go see what he wants. Bye, Ginny. Surprised to see Harry with someone as famous as Gilderoy Lockhart, Malfoy. Not as surprised as him to see you in a shop, Weasley. I suppose your parents will go hungry for a month to pay any for your books to buy. Ooh, I'm sweating words. Why you? Don't let him get to you, Ron. He's not worth it. Waddles off. Good old Draco. Well, I best be back on my way. See you back at Hogwarts, Harry. Not as crusty as PlayStation 1, Hagrid, but we'll take it. Here you are, you and I, Harry, here together in one place. That's front page news. Chat, I want to punch him. I've given you a taste of the limelight, Harry, yes, but don't let it get to your head. Remember that you're still just a boy. Now let's see that smile, Harry. Not bad, needs some polish, but alright for a beginner. I suppose you're simply dying to hear me talk about my brave adventures. Patience, Harry, patience. There will be plenty of time for that when we get to Hogwarts. Oh, Harry, I can see how much you look up to me. Watch and learn, Harry. And perhaps one day you'll be nearly as famous as I am. Hello there, Casa. How much dialogue does this guy have? All his attention makes me feel special, and I am. Man, I hate this guy. Okay, now he's just recycling his stuff. Like, even on his in-game sprite, you can just see that he has a big-ass smile. Man, I want to put his house on fire. I think there was actually a fight against him at some point. Well, yeah, probably near the end of the game, but... Well, Arthur Weasley. Hello, Lucius. I am being paid overtime at the Ministry. I hope being a disgrace to the name of wizardry is at least worth your while. You and I define disgrace differently, Lucius. I'd say so, but judging from the tattered books you're buying, I know you care nothing about shaming yourself. But your children? I'm warning you, Malfoy. Arthur, no. Alright. You won't provoke me further, Lucius. There's no further need to. Come, Draco. My cauldron feels heavier. Hint, hint. Your arms are probably just getting tired. The Hogwarts Express will be leaving soon. Why don't you go look around Diagon Alley for a while, Harry? And come meet us here when you're ready to go. I mean, I think I'm pretty much ready to go. I've looked everywhere already. Unless stuff has changed, but I doubt it. And for the newcomers in chat, how are you doing? Hope you're doing fine. Okay, so this guy still has nothing. And already robbed his store. Goodbye, Mr. Clown. The menagerie I did the toad bonus. I wanted to say I call it a mini game, but it's not really a mini game. You just like beat up a bunch of toads. Our stock is a bit short right now. Buy some of those. Give me 2 of those and give me 2 of those. I don't really think there's much else to do in here now that I've done the story though. Like, yeah, you can buy cards there, but you don't need them. I don't need more gear, and I don't think the owl shop has anything. It's fine looking all you got there. Thank you, your name is Edric. Yeah, that's literally everything. Can't even interact with any of the owls. Sad. Do I still have my owl in my inventory? Yep, still do. You can't use it right now. When can I? Or do you just kind of keep them in here is the question. I think you just keep Hedwig on you the entirety of the game, huh? For some reason. Alright, one more encounter for the roach, sure. I like how Ron is just like murdering everything with throwing his rat at him. It's one dangerous rat Ron has. Alright. Oh, Harry learned a leave spell level, Familiars. Alright, that's good. Are there any rats I can test that out on? Well, I'm going to have to wait until I find a... what was it again in English? Whomping Willow? I think it was that. Like it is so weird because everything has like different names in Dutch. So like I know what they are, but I'm just like calling them the wrong things. Alright, put the gnome on fire. That gnome is dead. He didn't run away, that gnome is just straight up dead. Alright. Let's go then. The Hogwarts Express will be leaving soon. If you're ready to go now, talk to Mr. Weasley. Why not you? And there's Harry, that makes all of us. We're off to King's Cross Station. Like, I would just like shows an hourglass. I still say we could have flown here. I installed an invisibility booster in the car just for these situations. Hurry along now. We all need to go through the hidden entrance to platform 9 3/4 for the Hogwarts Express. I'm just glad Percy and the twins went on ahead. You first, Ginny. We'll be right behind. Hurry, boys. The train will be leaving soon. We'll be waiting at the platform to see you off. We'd better go through together. We only got a couple of minutes. Bonk. What happened? Why can't we get through? The entrance has been sealed. We're going to miss the train to Hogwarts. What are we going to do? I mean, you could just wait until someone shows up. I saw the strangest creature just now, hiding in the shadows. It looked to be part baby and part bat. Very creepy. What? Oh, is it supposed to be Dobby that she saw? Traveling alone, are you? You'd definitely keep a good eye on your luggage. I like how this is just literally all the way off of the train station, huh? Hello, do you have the time? Oh, you aren't worrying much. Never mind then. King's Cross Station. Nice. Verb, beg your pardon. The chips I've been eating are just giving awful indigestion. I see. It's very interesting dialogue, sir. Like, how do we remember the place that we are in Britain? Just put like a random guy here and say he ate chips. That makes sense. Harry, the car. We can fly the car to Hogwarts. We just have to follow the train. Mum and Dad don't need it. They can use flu power to get home. Let's just steal the car. Sure on. The train must have left by now. I suppose we don't have any choice. For some joyriding. Oh, hello there, Dobby. I'm sure the great Harry Potter will thank Dobby later. Yeah. I think he's gonna murder you. You're flying Angela. Anglia? Fly Mr. Weasley's magical car to Hogwarts. Press left or right, control pad to steer in the right direction. Fly through the train's smoke rings to make the car speed up. Your score depends on how fast the car is flying. Collect bonus points by flying into the magical coins. But by flying too slow and you will lose points, so make sure you fly through the most smoke rings. Right. I remember this. We just need to collect coins and smoke rings. It's not much of a mini game really. Oh, that's the smoke that I'm supposed to catch. Oh lord. Oh, this thing controls weirdly slippery. Also, this game is anything to go by. Hogwarts is just like a ride out of London. With how fast you get there. So I'm really wondering what the other mini games are. If this is one, the gnome catching and the gnome tossing. Like I know the bowling one is one. Oh. Like this really controls weirdly slippery for some reason. Honestly, don't remember if there was a stage of losing in this minigame though. Like you just had to collect points and get to the end really. But if you get a good high score, you just get a good high score. Don't worry about it. It doesn't really do anything else. This actually goes on for quite a while, doesn't it? Oh yeah, there it is. Like it's... Hogwarts is just right out of London, don't worry about it. Are you alright, Ron? Look at my wand, it's broken. We'll fix it later. Right now we've got to get out of this tree. Come on, do a barrel roll. I don't think you can with that car. What then? Have you not read or seen the movie for the second one? Shame on you. So I think there were encounters on this. I'm not sure. Yeah, there was encounters. What encounters? Yeah, tree roots. Don't worry about it. Did this really have like an entry in the folio? I mean, I guess it did. I mean, I can probably guess it's weak to fire anyways. It's a bloody tree for God's sakes. Willow branch. Oh, nothing. Branches of the violent and moody whomping willow tree. Alright. Sure. So yeah, from now on, Ron's wand can backfire on you. Which is very fun. Yeah, when you get to the bottom of the tree, you need to fight like more as like a boss fight, I believe. I am not sure. I do like how the tree branches just run away when you defeat them though. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, Fan, take care. It's even funnier later with the spider boss, Aragog. Because I think the only moving thing on his sprite are like his fangs. So when you defeat him, his fangs run away. It's kind of silly, but also really funny. Does it make sense? No, it doesn't make sense, but let's leave it at that. I had to do something. Fangs are flags. Yes. And just something funny about like spider fangs running away with like a screeching sound like that. Oh wait, there's something else. What is that? There's no tree branch. Is that an ant? Might be an ant. Bow Truggle. European tree spirit, generally composed of barks and twigs, vulnerable to Incendio. Well, I do not have Incendio. I mean, might as well still put it on fire. Though it doesn't do as much. I think that it's just like a rare spawn here, but it doesn't really do much else than just being there. And Harry's out of MP. What was that? I don't like what you did there. I'm not sure what you did, but I don't like it. So ideally I get a level up for both of them so I don't have to heal up before the boss fight here. Well, that's Harry. And that's Ron. Alright. What even are my levels at this point? Level 10? Not level 10. Like, I'm not sure what's supposed to be the intended level here either. I know that I maxed out the levels though in my original copy. Like they're like level 99, you can't get higher than that. Alright. Let's identify the tree, I suppose. It's just one big branch. I mean, you can run away from this, guys. You don't have to fight the tree. You can just run away. Oh, it literally does not have a page. Okay. Well then. It didn't really do much. Do I want to use Vermilius? No, I really want to have more Vermilius at least. Oh. Okay, that just did a whopping 1. Alright. I mean, I imagine it's weak to Incendio, but you don't have Incendio yet at this point. Oh. Alright, Mr. Tree. You do not want to be put on fire, do you? Oh god, he's quite tanky. Let's try that again. Okay, it does work. I just got really unlucky last time. Maybe this finishes it off? Okay, it does. Tree defeated. Oh, why did another enemy spawn? Oh, sure, I'll take it down. I like how just another enemy spawned on the same location the boss was. Sure, why not? Harry needs to use Flipendo though, because he's out of magic points. Well, it might unlock Flipendo Duo for him at least. This area you can also not return to. Like a lot of the areas until you get to Hogwarts are just like one time and you cannot return to them. So you better hope you did everything in Diagon Alley and Gringotts, because yeah, you're never getting back there. So if you have missed some cards in the burrows, you're also not getting those cards anymore until you restart the game. It's unfortunate, but what can you do? Well, like I said, if you beat the game, it just pretty much gives you New Game Plus and it just lets you restart over, keeping the same level and stuff. Even your magic cards are kept, I believe, and you can just like take the other volume. So that's really handy. Gives it a lot of replayability as well. And Harry got Flipendo Duo. Nice. Actually, I do think you can climb up this tree. I'm not sure anymore. I'm glad to be out of there. Of all the trees we could have crashed into, we had to hit one that hits back. Look, there goes a car. Oh, car, come back, car. Oh no, that's gonna kill me. We need to look for it later. We need to go. We need to get up to the school. Alright, so get to wander the castle grounds for a bit now, I believe. Yeah. I do not know why the music for the Hogwarts grounds sounds so bloody depressing. Like, this music is so sad. Why is it so sad? Is there nothing else in here? Like, why is this music so sad? Isn't Hogwarts supposed to be a happy place? Certainly very melancholic, that's for sure. So yeah, there's like multiple directions you could go. The school is up here. I think the botany area was like... Yeah, the botany classes were up here. Hagrid's home is down here, I believe. Yeah. Oh, you can visit his house, but he's not there, is he? Oh, yes! Hello, Harry. Nice to have you all here. Stay as long as you like. He's like not concerned at all that I've snuck out of the school during the opening ceremony, huh? Revive potion. This room seems to lag a little bit. Why is it day all of a sudden? Oh, don't tell me that I broke the series of events in this game because I went to places I'm not supposed to go. Uh-oh. There's like a random maze next to his house. I mean, I did save before the Whomping Miller fight, so I might be, oops. Oh no. The feast has already started. Yeah, it's already the next day, don't worry about it. Everyone should be in the Great Hall, but we've still got to be careful. Right, we don't want to finish the filthy caretaker or a sneaky cat Mr. Norris to spot us. If we were of Snape's house, he's the nastiest teacher at Hogwarts. I'll speak of the devil. And perhaps you should call me Professor Snape. Oh no, why does it look happy with that face? Yeah, we can explain. So the train isn't grand enough for the famous Harry Potter. We were blocked from the platform. Silence. What about the Helen in today's Evening Prophet? Flying car mystifies non-magical folks. That was us, but there was no other way we could. Silence. What do you know about damage done to a valuable Whomping Willow on the school grounds? It was an accident. Harry's getting pissed. Silence. If you want him to be silent, Severus, perhaps you should stop asking him questions. If you failed to catch your train, why didn't you just send an owl with a message? I didn't think. This is a serious matter, and I'm afraid your parents and I will have to be informed, and I should warn you that if anything happens like this again, I will be regretfully forced to expel you. You're lucky that this isn't my decision to make, Potter. Okay, so the overworld changed that, but it doesn't have any effect on the sequence for some reason. That's weird. In the meantime, you both will take attention. You will be told when and where later. Now report to the Gryffindor dormitory at once. Hogwarts has undergone some changes during summer break, so finding your way around might prove difficult. There has been a map placed in the central hall of each floor to guide you kindly. Kindly refer to these maps to find your way around. Now, good night. We'd better go to the Gryffindor dormitory before we get into any more trouble. Alright, also there's just like this creepy ass gargoyle statues in like the basement, in like the entry floor. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So there is some weird stuff going on with this Hogwarts for some reason. There's like some very weird statues and things that like make no bloody sense at all, but let's not worry too much about it. Also, I hope the levels aren't too high here. Oh wait, it's a turtle. It's another knight. Scan the turtle first. I believe there are recalls of these later on as well. see. Ruby fire crab. Looks more like a turtle, but sure. Native of Fiji, the fire crab often has jewels growing on its backs. I think these are supposed to be the same guys that you fight in the forest in the first PlayStation game. Wait, what did it say it was resistant against? Fire. Okay, both fire spells basically. Makes sense. You know what? Let's just go all out on it. I like how the Hogwarts main theme is remixed in this battle team though. Also, in order to get all the spells, I believe you had to do some side quests. Alright, armor. Suit of armor generally possessed by a ghoul, ghost, or spectre. So basically the same with these, huh? They just look different. Alright. I wonder how long it's going to take before we see the first backfire of Ron's wand happen. Like, I don't know what the chance is. I do know that it's not that high, but it's also not a 50-50 either. It's just like a set percentage, I believe. I don't like that when you back out of the spell though, that it like put you all the way back. Like I wish it would just like just select a level again, but alright. At this point when Hermione is going to join me, she's going to be woefully in the levels, huh? Because I think she joins at like level 10 or something. I'm just going to like rob everything I see though. Okay, nothing's in the fireplace. But yeah, the school is fairly big. There's like multiple levels with different rooms. It's like a boiler room down here. Like, oh. I didn't remember that like such a crappy looking boiler room for the entire castle. Oh, this music is different again, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Ron, you were doing more damage to yourself than you would be doing to the enemy here. What is this bullshit? 35 damage? Excuse me? That's also the reason why Ron has like the most HP in this game though, because of the backfire happening. Oh well, oh, there we go, got it 2 times in a row. Good job, Ron. Good job. I'm very proud of you. Oh, that does no damage at all. Alright, Ron. There we go. Yeah, as you can see, Flipendo itself is not very strong. Just does 1 damage to certain enemies, even though they are not resistant against it. I mean, I guess it's good to get the level up, but I think you'll learn Incendio after pretty much the first class, which is Herbology. Kind of like how they did give you that after doing that in the PlayStation game that I played previously. It's been like 2 weeks ago since I played it, isn't it? Okay, I should use some recovery stuff here because this is taking forever. Alright, give Harry one of those. So yeah, you really want to figure out if you want to use lower level spells or want to deal more damage. And then they just recover it all anyway. Thank you, game. Thank you. That is why I initially did not want to use any recovery items. Of course, if you level up, you just restore everything anyway. Also, these chairs are huge. Look at them. Like, I know they're not adults, but those chairs are humongous. Oh, this is the way to the dungeons, is it not? It's like a potion classroom. Is there nothing else I can steal here? I mean, I know I can get it all the time anyway, but I might as well look around and steal stuff, you know? Anything funny hidden in the storage room, Snape? I don't think I should be here yet. Let's just move on. Let's just move on. So I'm not sure if some of these places got like locked off later. Is this Snape's bedroom? Oh no. What are the enemies on here? It's another giant rat. Why is this red yellow? Let's find out. Oh, the rat is pretty fast to attack too. Lovely. Giant albino rat. Is that supposed to be white? Chat, is this white or is this yellow? I'm tempted to say it's like very bright yellow, but... Vulnerable to fire, a large rodent that is... I mean, it's an albino. I don't think they're that common, but sure. He's trying his best to be white, okay. So it's not just me that cannot see that one as white. Might just be color limit. No, wait, they do have perfectly fine white, so I'm not sure why. Just guessing it's a color chose to the Gameboy screens. Yeah, that's probably it, yeah. But the text is just normal white, so why didn't they just give it that color? Also, it's weird that they made Verdimillious, which was like a light-based spell, that they made it like electricity-based in this. But sure. Why not, I suppose? Why not? Alright, let's just get out of the dungeon, shall we? This is a nice storage room. Oh. Yo, I didn't know the thing from Adam's Family was in this. Blue bats and bugs, I see. Well, alright Harry. Time to scan everything in this fight. Like, that's just a straight up walking hand. I don't remember that in my books or movies even. A loose hand. A disembodied human hand. Oh, you're not even going to try to make this reasonable, huh? Okay, sure. Sure. Now let's put it on fire, why not? Ooh. I'm going to need to run away after I've informed all of these. Very Adam's Family, yeah. Ooh, yeah, they are doing a lot of damage, aren't they? Okay, the blue bat is a spectre bat. A ghostly flying... Did they just put like ghostly in there? Ghostly flying animal with a keen sense of hearing, a keen hearing, sense of smell. Alright. Oh, alrighty then. Sure. I mean, I guess. Actually, take down a bat. So I wonder if that is like a ghost butterfly or something, or a dragonfly or something. As you can see, the Fiend Folio is whatever it's called. The Folio Brutus. It's like filling up pretty fast. Imperial Dragonfly. Originally from Asia, this dragonfly found homes in streams all over the world. Why is it in a castle then? Why is it in a castle then? Please explain this to me. Thanks, Ron. It's really appreciated. You know, get rid of that hand. It creeps me out. Never knew they just had disembodied hands walking around Hogwarts though. How is this safe for kids? Same reason all the flies find himself in your room? Fair enough. Oh. Wait, who petrified Ron? Was it a bat? Okay, yeah, it was a bat. I'm going to need to heal myself, which is annoying. Only 30? That's a lot of loss, considering how much these enemies do. I'm probably dead here. Yeah, fucking Harry's dead. And Ron is getting stun locked. Oh no. Uh-oh. Concern. Please don't kill me. Are you petrified? Oh, oh god, I'm just getting stun locked here. Jesus. Alright, alright. Don't do it again. Okay. Well, I've only got one of these, but I need to use it already. I want to get rid of that bat because he stun locks me. I mean, you never really encounter dragonflies in houses though. They're always outside. Oh, is Ron gonna die? Ron almost died. Ron and his stamina. If this is the highest healing item I'm going to get, then yeah, okay. Okay, get rid of that hand now. Like, I don't think I should have been in this fight yet, seeing how much damage they do to me. I'm just going to prioritize Flipendo and Ron because, well, I mean, it's Ron after all. We know he's not the smartest of the bunch, so we can give him like the basic spell maxed out. So with the exception of that armor that I fought in Gringotts, none of the bosses are going to be identifiable. So that's gonna be fun. Alright, what else is on the basement? This is only one floor out of 5 or something like that. I hope I look like I know where I'm going, even though I'm not even sure where I've been. I see. What is this? Oh, that's the map. So there's like 7 floors here. So yeah, the castle is rather big, as you can see. There's a lot of hallways to explore, and then you have the outside areas as well. And the 7th floor is where the Gryffindor Hall is, I believe. And even then you can see those things that like trail off. It means there is more up there as well. What's in this room? Locked. Alright. Well, that's exploration. Weasley Emporium, welcome to the sweet shop. Wizard cards, beans, pumpkin pasties. Give me some of these. Pumpkin pasty is very in season, isn't it? I'm not sure if you're Fred or George, but why is there a Slytherin flag in his room? You're a fucking Gryffindor, you traitor. No wonder them models doesn't like them. Also locked. Let me take a sip, actually. Alright, Gryffindor has the most house points. I hope we can win the House Cup again this year. How do you already have points? The year hasn't even begun yet. Locked. No, I can't enter the common room. Sad. Well, like I said, there are some weird statues in this place. Like, why is there a cowboy statue in Hogwarts? Anyone who's read the books care to explain this to me. Why is there a cowboy statue here? Why does he have a card? Don't like that. I want to be the first. I want to be the first to get to my dormitory. Why did I have to reread that? We can paste these. Just random cards. This is McGonagall's classroom. Cowboy wizard cares not for logical placement of his statues. Oh, whoops, I pressed speed up down. That wasn't my intention. A cowboy wizard would be kind of cool now, wouldn't it? Would he do magic with his gun? Like, would he shoot spells from his gun? That would be kind of cool, really. Like, we know that Hagrid has like a an umbrella with remains of his wand in it. So, like, would a cowboy have like a gun with remains of his wand in it? Also, I've explored the school first, and I don't have to do that later. So whatever I'm going to find here is going to be it. You don't get replenished, I feel. Come on, despawn. There we go. Oh, just random money laying around. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Card attack combo. 24 times 9 is 72? Oh, not times 3. Yeah, I was going to say, like, what do you mean times 9? That doesn't check out. Is this like a random storage room here? Why do they have a giant gnome statue is the real question. Like, is it a giant ass gnome? You have to climb so many stairs to get to Gryffindor. Unless you use the secret passages and stairs. Oh right, there are secret passages and stuff in here too, aren't they? Well, I think I found one of the secret passages, but it's locked. Don't ask me how this is locked though, it's a statue. Now the real question is, are there some secret areas that you can access with those? I do not remember. For the life of me. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that statue brings you up to the top floor or something. Toilet potion. Don't worry about it. As a matter of fact, we will be making potions in the toilet room anyway later on in this one. Because that's how the story of the second the second book goes. Why do I keep wanting to say second movie? The books came first, for fuck's sake. And I've read them before the movies came out. Griffin, but... Come on, if you want to put the secret entryway here, you should put it somewhere here. Come on. You know why. Oh. Speaking of making toilets in a bathroom... I like how they got special music too. Like, yeah, totally not going to be here a lot later on. I never remember what the plot point was in the first second. It's fine. Find a famous card. Why do people keep losing their cards all over the place here? I should send a note to my mum and tell me that the car got sorted. Oh, it's the first year. I see. That's impressive. I wasn't talking to you, but somehow I still did. Alright, those are nice to see. Card combo. Alright. How much of those card combos do I have at this point? Not even nearly all of them. Intimidate. Surprises an enemy, making him attack only Harry. Harry recovers some stamina every round. Weak point. Shows an enemy's weak point to the party, making their attacks do more damage. Alright. I mean, the fact that you can trade cards is pretty nice, but like I said, my dad got this on a discount because he didn't want to buy the Game Boy Advance version of this release. Not like I minded in the end, but I didn't really have anyone to trade cards with, of course. But yeah, if you just wanted to get like the complete set of cards, you could just like beat the game and replay it with the other card set and just find all the cards. It's probably why the game has like 30 hours. Well, I'm not sure how long it was. Like Mario said, like an absurd large, long time to complete the game. Oh wait, I think that music. Please don't get crusty. When it comes to the movies though, I think the first two movies are probably the best because they keep the most intact and have like the same spirit. And after that it all just goes downhill. Like I still have no idea why they felt the need to change the school grounds as much as they did in the third movie. Like it makes no sense that Hagrid's house all of a sudden went from a flat grounds went to like a hillside. Like why? Why did you do this? It's not like the school grounds changed in the books either, so I never understood that part. But overall, I feel the first two movies are more faithful as well. I don't know. It's been ages since I've seen the movies too. We did pick them up in a student is allowed in the restricted section without permission. Oh, this is the restricted section. I see. One bookshelf. We did pick up a box set of all the movies on Blu-ray, no DVD, 3 weeks ago when we were in Holland. So we might watch some of those at some point this winter. But yeah, I never really rewatched any movie after the third one, I feel. Like maybe I've seen the third one multiple times, but I've seen the first and second movies more than the rest. Not much of a choice here. Just the bet again. Oh nice, you just start off with paralyzing one right away. That's very amazing. You bastard. 0 damage? Oh man. Oh, Ron is just going to be stun locked here, it seems. Lovely. But yeah, some boss fights could like stun lock you too, so if you got like really unlucky on certain bosses, you could just be fucked over by RNG. Making this game more hard than it should be at times. Then again, I believe the final fight against the Basilisk was pretty hard as well for some reason. Like, I think you were locked out of using spells there, and you just had to use the Sword of Gryffindor there. I'll find out that in a minute. Oh, good job, Ron. You're killing yourself again. Jesus. If you only did as much damage to the enemies as you're doing to yourself, that would be amazing, Ron. Like, really. Like, that was a crit, did 21 damage, and you hit yourself for 35? Come on, Ron. I didn't know you like hurting yourself that much. Okay, so yeah, this just connects up there. I think there's a room here too. Snape, is that you? No. What was the name of my house again? No, good job. You're going to make it far. You are going to make it very far. Oh, this is just the library again. I think the secret passageways open up later on, and some NPCs tell you about it. Like, it's a nice Merlin statue you got here. I mean, I guess it's Merlin. I hope the fat lady still guards the Gryffindor entrance. She's so nice. Oh, this is totally not a secret anyway. Wait, no? What do you mean it isn't? It's even marked on the map. What is this oldie with funky music? Astrology? I mean, those are like birth signs, so I guess. Is there a dinosaur statue here? I mean, it's not really a dinosaur, is it? What even is this thing? Weirdly funky music. I guess we'll be back there sooner or later. Do they just straight up have a skull on display here? Alright. Sure, Dumbledore. Why not? Oh, this is Gilderoy's room, isn't it? Yeah. Who else would put a giant picture of themselves on the wall? Maybe that room has dark arts defenses then. Hello there. This will be a great school year with Professor Lockhart around. Will it though? Will it though? Are these statues going to attack me? Oh. Oh, there's a snail. You deal a even more big amount of damage. Makes me wonder if the snail is weak against Flipendo because of what they did with the snail in the first game. This armor guy's actually just casually murdering me. Cavalier. Resistance to fire. Stays the same though. Alright, check the snail out. I think I'm going to explore the rest of the castle and go to the common room and then just leave it at that for today. Because otherwise this is gonna get a long stream. Harry is dead. Good job. Snail. Flat-tailed snail. Large gas report with horns protruding from its shells. Alright, Ron. Ron, time to run. You are unable to escape. Nice, Ron. You're going to die. You are very likely to die, at least. Oh. Oh, he just leaves Harry behind. How rude. This has to be some sort of a secret hallway or something later on. Because there is no way there's just like a statue row like this with nothing at the end. Alright, give one to... More? Yeah, I want to run too. Alright, let's get out of here. I said let's get out of here. All the spawns are blocking up the escape. Lovely. Very lovely. Can you despawn, please? No, not you, the other one. Okay. Like there has to be something here later. Unless it was just a hallway to hide a revival potion, but that would be kind of rude. Oh, this one is locked. Alright. Next floor. This was what? The third floor? Fourth floor? Not sure. Oh, what a lovely statue. Let me take that card. I hope oh, you're saying the same thing as the one downstairs was saying. Are we having reused dialogue here? More likely than you think. Can you despawn? I want to investigate this bookshelf. Come on. Alright. Is this a... Does this statue have sunglasses on? I'm just gonna look that way. Ready for another school year, Harry? Who even are you? Fourth floor. They put the infirmary on the 4th floor. I don't think Japan would agree with this, but sure. (1965). Is this about the moon landing? Well, I think that was a different year, wasn't it? I don't remember. Ooh, crusty. Was this locked? This was also locked. I think the locked rooms open up after a certain amount of story progress each. My brother said he'd take me to my house, but he wanted off. Harry, stop talking to strangers and investigate cupboards. Come on now. Yo, newspaper, money, telephone? Is this Muggle arts? Why is that the Big Ben pointing at the Earth? What is this? What are they learning here? This place is in England. Why do they not know what the fucking Big Ben is? Come on now. Alright, what else do we have here? Good to see you again, Harry. Ah yes. Music school. The classroom looks suspiciously Muggle. That sounds so insulting when you say it like that. I mean, I guess you're right, but... And then the Muggles made a giant tower so they could know what the time was. Of course, unlike us, they can't use magic. Banana. Green banana. Okay, some of these paintings on these walls are quite humorous to look at. Why does this look like the guy from Courage? But up in a dress and with more hair. Like, it's not only me who sees that, right? Oh boy, more bathrooms. I want to know what that one spawn is blocking there. He was thinking the same. Okay, so it's not just me. Amazing, you found a card combination in the urinal. Alright, Harry. And the combination is not being quite shit, but it's probably not going to be much better. Oh, that's a full-ass spider. And that's a different armor too, isn't it? A swordsman. Brown recluse. Alright. Alright. I just wanted to see what was in the bathroom stall, but sure. Guess I'll have to fight for it. Like, it's probably the shape of the face that statue had, plus the glasses, that gave that feel. A small but particularly venomous spider. Particularly venomous, you say. Special attacks, none. If you would put that in the description, you would imagine it would give me poison, right? Actually, wait, no, that's the funny part. It's venomous, not poisonous. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, I'm not gonna eat it, so it's gonna be fine. That is dying, unfortunately, I have to leave. Alright, Freddy, take care. I hope you have a good raining day. And I hope to see you later. Bye bye. I mean, I'm going to stop soon anyway. Like, I'm just going to explore these rooms on the way to the top, and that's going to be it for today. Swordsman. Like, the description of all these armors is pretty much just the same, and like all the resistances are the same too. Like, you could have saved a lot of entries here if you just like gave them all the same classification. Like, I'm going to bet that these are other possessed armors and they're going to have like the same things. can find some items that like increase my magic points though, because as it stands I have woefully little points to cast tier 2 spells. The tier 2 spells are already draining, so tier 3 is going to be terrible. I mean, then again, I might be over-leveling myself at this point too, just defeating all these enemies. There's even nothing here. God damn it. Like, I really cannot unsee what I just said. Like, it's just that guy from Courage the Cowardly Dog. Oh, locked. Alright, next floor. Yo, they just kinda have a sphinx here, that's kinda cool. I'm not sure if that was allowed, but sure, they just stole an entire sphinx. Want to be the first to get to the dormitory? Yeah. Just like a random obelisk. What is this floor? Why is it just random Egypt artifacts here? Just want to go to my house and go to sleep. I just want to... Alright, we find another secret passageway. I don't remember Hogwarts having like an entire floor with Egyptian artifacts, but sure. I'll take it. Egypt points at pyramids. I see. You gotta love it when Egypt is synonymous to pyramids, huh? Were there any wizards in Egypt, I wonder? Well, in ancient Egypt, I should say. Maybe the pharaohs were. Alright. Like, this is just a room full of relics and old maps. What is this? Excuse me, may I have a word with you? Sure, Miss Painting. I am Wendell the Witch. Don't you have a famous witches and wizard cards with my picture on it? Yes, I do, but it's a misprint and had no power. Oh, a misprint? I've always wanted one. Would you like to trade for it? To trade what? I have this lovely little spider on a bit of web. It's very rare and doesn't bite. Want to trade? Alright. I now have a spider. Maybe Hagrid would be interested in this. And so I guess this is some sort of long fetch quest with like a lot of items to trade or something. Well, I'll just give it to Hagrid the next day, because I'm not going to go all the way back down again at this point. Oh, I'm getting locked in here by spawns. Lovely. At least I'm finding a lot of free items, so that's good. I'm probably going to need them. The wax play witch. Are we going to call her that now? I see. That is a goblin with a sickle. You don't look very friendly, sir. Alright, what is this? A goblin. Just a straight up goblin. An aggressive and surly race of creatures that tend to be that hoard money. Why aren't you in Gringotts? Wendell and the weird waxplay witch. I see. Well, certainly is a kink. I'm not gonna judge. Seems really dangerous though. You could for a little flight, buddy. Whee! Also, I'm pretty sure the third version of Flipendo is going to cause a lot of lag on screen. Because it summons like a huge ass tornado, I believe. Sure, why not? Oh. No, that's probably why not. Oh. You're critting me now. I see. Also, chat, a disclaimer, do not put a spider in a tornado. Please don't. That thing is going to fly around and hit someone, and it's going to be disastrous. Okay, so the spiders just don't care for 30 million, huh? I see. Spider gun. Which level are these two guys now? 14. Yeah. Whenever Hermione is going to join the party, she's going to be woefully in the level, isn't she? Okay, this should be the last floor of the... Oh, that's a... Is this a giant bubble, or is it just like a flying disc? What is this? I think it's a bubble. Why is there a giant bubble here? I hope there will be other non-magical born students in my dormitory. Oh, find the Muggle. The Muggle. Where are you? Are you the guy from Ghosts and Ghouls? Or Ghosts and Goblins? Yes. Oh, you're the other one. What do you have for sale? Oh, you have actually have... Oh, hold on, you have better things for sale. Getting kinda expensive, aren't you? Rubber gloves. Why are these the most expensive things you have? Not a good buy gear here. I'm gonna remind that. How does the detection on these NPCs work? Because I'm not even facing him. Or is it just some mid proximity? Oh, those are so much fast moths over there. Is this just straight up moth class? Alright, we should almost be at the top now. What is this place? Oh, it's an observatory or something. Yeah, it is. It's just a giant telescope on top. Can I look through this thing? Oh, I can. Now, okay, that's a random detail that they didn't have to do. That's actually kind of nice. Just like random stars in here. Like they didn't have to go that extra mile, but they did. Alright. That's kind of cool. Like, they really did not have to do that whole. Hello, Lorelai. You know, I think I'm pretty much on the final floor here, huh? Yeah, that's a fat lady. You have to climb so many stairs to get to Gryffindor unless you use the secret passages and stairs. Yeah, I know. But yeah, as you can see, this game is really detailed for what it's supposed to be. They really put a lot of effort in this. Back to Gryffindor at last. Hello Harry, hello Ron, glad to see you back. We're glad we came to be back. Can we come in, please? Fat chance without a password, dear. But we don't know the password. Maybe trying random phrases will work. Pudding? Pudding fork? Butter polish? Fish whistle? What the fuck is a fish whistle? Maybe you should try traffic violation instead. Oh, Hermione. Hermione, so you heard. Someone said you've been expelled for crashing a flying car. It's true, except expect that we didn't get expelled. Now could you please tell us the password? We're exhausted. Weddlebird. Well, that's a password, alright. What a day. I need to go to bed before I fall asleep standing up. I need to get plenty of sleep so I can be at my best for the first day of classes tomorrow. Good night, Harry. Sleep well, Harry. Ron Weasley leaves the group. Well, I'll be back tomorrow. It's kind of weird that they actually put that in, because when you wake up, I believe he instantly joins anyway. Ooh, Sunquest. I don't remember which way was the. So the other one is the ladies' one? I think? I can't go in there, at least to the girls' dormitory. I see. They're not saying goodnight to each other, just to Harry, then both leave at once. Yeah. Don't worry about it. I need to get some sleep. Harry, see you in the morning. Like, there's only like 5 male students in Gryffindor, as you can see here. Hi Harry, your hand is at the bed of at the end of the room. Oh, I just want to loot your chest, buddy. There's nothing in it. There's nothing in mine either. Your pretty shoes over there. Good night. Alright, Casa. Take care. Just like a random card. I've got a lot of cards that I picked up. It's already almost nearly full, huh? But yeah, the cards are actually different in a different deck, I believe. The son of Bloodsky. I know you. First landlady of the Leaky Cauldron. Wait. The Leaky Cauldron is a place in that little town, isn't it? Interesting, I think referencing that here. Because it doesn't play any relevance until the third story either. The only Quidditch referee to die during a match. I see. That's quite a thing to be known for. Alright. If you find Gryffindor, you can pick up a new card combination from the Card Collector's Club room. I see. Thanks for that. Better get a move on, Harry. Your biology class starts soon. See you outside in the greenhouse. Wow, so I have to go back on my own. Oh. He's wearing his school clothes now, though. And alright. Okay, it does tell you where... You have to find the locations yourself, though. It does tell you where to go, but it doesn't show you where to go. So you better know the layout of this map out of your head, because otherwise you're going to be in for some bad time. But alright. I've been almost going for 3 hours if it ran for the fuck up at the beginning of the stream. So yeah, not really much happened. Just a lot of exploration and tutorial stuff, really. So the game probably begins now, really. Got a lot of classes to go to and a lot of stuff to find. There's a bunch of side quests too, I believe, so yeah. There is a lot to this game. But I will be continuing this again next week. I hope everyone had fun, and yeah, I hope you'll have a good day too.